Hey guys, what's up? Friday equals Monday. For myself, back to work after a 3-day weekend. So I work 4-day weeks. So technically, what would that be? Would today be Monday? I mean, considering I work 4 days a week. But anyway, we're going to chat on my way in. Won't be long. See if we get a couple people in here. Anyway, I did drop a video yesterday. Finally, I don't think I had put out a video in like a week. I've been doing a lot of live drives and live streams and things like that. What's up, Roman? What's up, Vesture? But had some fantasy football drafts this week. That's what we talked about. One of those big time on my live stream Monday. Then I had one for Sports Cards Anonymous for Dakota. I'm in that league with Neo and such. Not really pleased with my team in that league. I was drafting out of the 8th spot and kind of went against some of my rules of thumb. I guess it's because it's a league that I'm not normally in. I'm in a high dollar league at the casino that I've been in for 11 years. It's actually a wait list to get into that league. So that's my most important league. A lot of money involved in that one. But then the one that I'm in with some of the YouTube content creators and some of the viewers with Dakota, I just kind of drafted differently. Like I overextended for my quarterback. I think I took Patrick Mahomes in round 4. And I never take my quarterback pre-round 5. Usually I'm around round 7 on my QB. Mahomes was sitting there in 4, and I took him. I don't know how I feel about drafting my quarterback so early, but, you know, it is what it is. I was able to patch in the holes. Drafted Michael Thomas in the mid-rounds just to stash him until he comes back. So if I can hang loose for 6 weeks of the season and get him back into my receiver rotation. But anyway, I want to chat about selling some Pokemon cards on eBay. And last time I had like 5 Pokemon slabs. I sold them, and the Pokemon buyers. And I don't know. This isn't an attack on the Pokemon community or anything, but they always seem to be like the most annoying buyers. They message you a bazillion times and ask you about the condition of the card, although it's graded and you have 10 pictures of it up there. I'll be like, it's a PSA 9. You can see all the photos, and they'll be like, is there chipping and this, that? And I'm just like, it's graded and there's about 10 photos. So, and then I find that when Pokemon people buy them, when they buy my auctions, it takes them forever to pay. They either take 2 or 3 days to pay, or you got to message them and you got to not haggle them, but you got to say, hey, can you update me on payment and things like that? Where with sports cards, people tend to like buy right out the gate. And I guess it's maybe because of the market, how ever-changing the market is in sports cards in comparison to Pokemon. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think. Because anyway, I've sold a couple more Pokemon, and it took 1 day for somebody to pay. I sold another one. We're on like day 3. They haven't paid yet. They got 100% feedbacks and such, but I don't know. I don't know. And the next thing you know, I go out and relist it, and then I get people messaging me, why are you relisting an item you sold the other day? Thinking that I shill bid it up or something. And I'd be like, because a person didn't pay. But anyway, let's talk about what is important. What's up, Ziggy? How you doing, Steve? Let's talk about the basketball card market, the NBA market. There's only 8 people watching this live stream right now, so hopefully people go back. Guys, I want to stress something. If you plan on, and maybe you don't, but if you plan on investing in the modern NBA market / ultra modern NBA market, you have to do it now. You have to do it now. And I'm going to do a video on this, but my video might not be out till next week, and it could be even a little bit, and it could be too late by then. So if you're watching my live stream, just take it from me. If you have confidence in the NBA market and you already plan on investing, now don't go invest in the NBA market because I'm telling you to. But if you already plan on it, but you're waiting, don't wait. Don't wait any longer. Lots of people and people that I communicate with on a regular basis in groups and stuff are saying, man, in October, basketball is going to blow up. Everybody's going to start buying basketball in October. So first week of September is where we're at now. Don't wait till October. I sent a message into a chat the other day saying basketball is going to be hot in 2 weeks, in my opinion. In my opinion. It may not be at its spike in 2 weeks, but in 2 weeks, basketball cards, you're going to see a shift in the market. I strongly feel that. And I could be wrong. That feeling could just be gas. Who knows? But I strongly feel a shift in the market within 2 weeks. Forget October. And this isn't me. I'm buying. I'm a full-on buyer. And that's the reason why I know that now's the time, because I'm buying and I'm watching stuff on my eBay watch list, and I'm losing auctions at prices that I wasn't losing at before. And stuff is being bought off my watch list at prices that they've been sitting at, for the past month. And the basement is come and gone on a lot of players, but the basement is still there for some. I was talking last week about, Jayson Tatum. And his Optic Holo is a card that I really like. I just believe it's for a good price, for a good low pop parallel that's liquid, that's not real crazy and fancy with serial numbers and discos and things like that. And about a month and a half ago, I talked about that card being at a basement of about $650, and I missed it. I missed that basement, and I started buying him around $720 is when I bought a couple. I still have them on my eBay watch list. One sold off my watch list yesterday for $975. Buy it now. And there's another one at auction right now that's gone over $1,000. That was a card that was last month was $725. So I'm saying, you think ahead now. Who's going to move next? If Luka and Trey already moved and Tatum was sitting, and now Tatum has moved, who's going to move next? What card is going to move next of said player? So, do your thinking and think of who you like. And even if there's guys that you want to take that are long shots and you want to take flyers on some of these guys, for instance, maybe you think Cam Reddish is going to bust out. Now's the time to buy his cards. If you feel Cam Johnson is going to break out, I'm just using these guys as examples, but now would be the time to buy some of this stuff. My thought, and this is my thought, and this is a player that I'm heavily buying, is the next natural progression is it usually goes from Tatum to like a Donovan Mitchell, from the same set, from the same year, same importance to his team, super high scorer, and his Optic Holos are already moving now. I talked about this card last week. Actually, I think Vesture might have asked me a question. I think it was Vesture. You asked me a question about Donovan Mitchell Optic Holos, and I said between $425 and $450 was a good price to get in. And as of last night, they're starting to push over that in auction. And auctions are usually cheaper than buy it nows. In auction, they're starting to push over that. Why do I know that? Because I'm trying to buy them. I ended up buying another one at a buy it now. A seller had it listed for $550. I offered them $475 and they took it. So I paid $25 over what I said I thought was a good price, $425 to $450. I paid $475, but that's because honestly, for me, I believe the Donovan Mitchell Optic Holo now anywhere under $500 is a good buy. And that's out of your price range. I get it, but look for PSA 9s. The Optic Shock. I love the Optic Shock. Now that the Tatum Optic Holos have pushed up to $1,000, I'm trying to snag the Optic Shocks at around $300. That's less than a third of the price of the Optic Holo. However, the pop count is still only around 600 for an attractive card that the next level of person, as far as budget goes, can afford. So that's just my natural progression. I buy the holos of a said player, once said player gets too expensive and then certain cards get too expensive, I look for the next parallel that's affordable for that current player, as well as I drift into, okay, who is the next player to go up? Because that's how it happens. Certain players go up, they get out of people's price ranges, and they buy the next superstar, and it starts to go, and it starts to flow. And I still believe the market is strong. Some people say the market is down, it'll never recover. Recover to what? It may never hit prices from earlier this year. Understand that. But cards are down to the point now to where you can buy in on them, and they will recover to where it can make you some decent money. I'm going to go ahead and get it on some comments because I got ready to go into work. But there's lots of players. Choose your player. I'm not telling you who or what to buy. I'm just letting you know that if modern basketball is your thing and you already plan on buying, say, I already set a budget aside, I'm going to buy my modern basketball in October. Don't wait till October, guys. Get on it now, because you're going to cost yourself basement prices. You're going to cost yourself profit margins. You know, if buying cards and reselling them into the hype and into the beginning of the season, and even on performance-based guys, is your thing, then you got to start pulling the trigger. If you wait till October, that's when I feel like 80% of the rest of the buyers are coming in, and you're going to be late. You know, people think October is ahead of the curve. Well, if October is ahead of the curve, then you need to be ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, Criminal Mind said there's 7 players worth investing in. Ja, Tatum, Luka, Mitchell, Booker, Ball, Zion. He doesn't like Trey or Luka. I agree with Zion. Ja's down right now. Ja's cards have actually come down, so Ja's not a bad buy-in if you like him. Oh, you got Luka on there. I'm sorry. Tatum and Mitchell, I believe in that also. I'm not super big on Ball, but hey, but you know, that's your prerogative if that's who you like. And then Criminal Mind says I'm pumping again. ... I don't know if that's a joke or if that's serious. But if you think I'm pumping, the only thing I'm selling right now is Pokemon cards. So why would I be pumping cards that I'm buying and dumping cards that I'm not selling? What happened to football preseason hype? Football, I think, is going to be a performance-based market this year, because football didn't see a lot of the decrease that other sports saw. And the football run-up was really early. I remember when, around March, when a lot of football quarterbacks were going up. And again, that goes to everybody trying to be ahead of the market. And people normally buy their football in July, and it causes a run-up. But people were buying football in March and April, and a run-up started early. Yeah, I'm telling people to buy because I'm buying. I tell you what, if anybody's got anything for sale of any players that I like, Tatum, Mitchell, Trey Young, Michael Porter Jr., hit me up on Instagram. And I'll do some buying of your cards. If you believe that I'm a pump and dump, and sell me your cards. Young football quarterbacks are a little overpriced. Yeah. A lot of people aren't talking about MPJ. I wish I could sit and talk more, guys, but I got to get in. I got to get into the casino. I'm just here with a little bit of advice that if you feel like, or if you're a believer in the basketball market and you want to get in, now's the time to get in because prices are going up. And I'm trying to save you some money. That's all. And if you don't want to get in, that's up to you. You want to still buy football, that's cool too. All right, guys, take it easy. Michael Ham, how you doing? Like on your way out, guys. Go check out my video I put out yesterday. Pretty big vintage basketball card pickup and some fun stuff. Autographs for my PC, some vintage cards, a couple longer term holds like Shaq and Dwayne Wade. Stuff that I think has good value on it. Maybe you don't like the value on some of the stuff that I like, but that's fine because everybody likes their thing. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you next time.